Hi everyone, my name is LYHME, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to edit your guys' Commands.dat. Let's begin. The first step you guys are going to want to do is navigate to your guys' Unturned directory. In this case, as you guys can see, I'm here. What we're going to want to do is click on Servers, Server, Server again, and then double click our Commands.dat. If you're unable to edit it as it's in DAT, you can right click it, and then you can go ahead and edit it in Notepad, or you can go down to Properties, Change, and then be able to select Notepad. In this case, I want to go with Notepad++. I'd highly encourage you guys to be able to do and to use and adapt your guys' self to Notepad++. It can make your guys' lives much easier instead of just using Notepad. From there, what we're going to want to do is double click it and open it. Now it's going to be blank. Now let's begin. The first step, what we're going to want to do is, let's say we want to set a server name. To do that, what we're going to want to do is do name space, and then whatever we do after this space is what's going to show up on the server list. But there's a big but in this. There's many times in my hosting experience, people come to me and say, hey, I set my server name, but it keeps setting the default is to Unturned. Why is that? That is due to Unturned has a limit of maximum of 50 characters. To help prevent that is what we can do is open our web browser, and there's this link down in the description. I want to name my server Uncle LYHME. And then after that, is it going to be PvE? Is it going to be PvP? And in this case, I'm going to do a down thingy. You can do PvE instead of spaces to really like experience the show off your name. But keep in mind, you guys can set a server description below this. And so that's where you can be able to really show off your features. And then this, you can just show off like a simplest name. And so we can do it however we want. If we want to show off that we have kits, if we have vaults, whatever you want. From there, we count characters. And at this point, we have 32. We're totally in the clear of this, and so we can go ahead and continue more, and we can go all the way up to 50 characters, but as soon as it passes 51 and you boot up your server, it's just going to show Unturned. You're going to have to like, there's pros and cons of this, and so it really sucks, but that's why it's great to have that below server name, as well as you get more ability to be able to edit it. That's going to be in a later video in your config.json. So from there, let's say if we're just going to want to keep our server name like this, you can go from here, let's just copy and paste it. And now we're going to be on to ports. So what port do we want people to join off of? Many Unturned servers, many Steam games use port 27015. The default Unturned 2.0 server, not the newest one, but the old one, used 25444. So it's really whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to just mix it up and have fun with it, you guys can totally do that. In this case, I'm just going to do it the default port 27015. From there, we're going to go down to the third line. The third line is where how many players do we want to have join our server. So if we want, let's say 48 people, we can do that, but since it's above 24, it's not going to show up on the server list. So that's not going to be good. We're not going to really have a popular server. There is a plugin to bypass this, but right now we're not there. So let's just set our server limit to 24. From there, now let's say we want to set a map. What map are you guys wanting to choose? There's many options. There's workshop, there's custom, there's the vanilla ones, and this latest one that just recently came out today. So in this case, what we're going to want to do is now let's just do map space and save it. Let's move over to this to the side. We can go ahead and minimize our browser. If we want to go back to it, we can. And in this case, we're going to go back to the Unturned directory and click on maps. This is all of our maps that we can use that come stock in Unturned. And in this case, let's say if we want to use Germany, we can do that. You just go over here and type Germany. Bam. When the server boots, the server's going to be on Germany. Let's say if we want to go on a Washington arena, we can do that. So whatever you guys want to do. And in this case, I'm just going to go with PEI. From there, what you guys are now wanting to do, let's go down to the next line. And now let's go ahead and let's have our server either be first person, third person, or just in a vehicle. It's really whatever you guys want to do. So if you guys just want first person and players can't go there, you guys can totally skip this. But let's say if you guys want third person for everyone and like vehicles and just in general, like I normally do on my own Unturned servers, let's type perspective. And then from there, do a space and do both. Save that. And now that will allow anyone and everyone to be able to have third person, and that's going to be either in a vehicle and just running around. I prefer third person. I really enjoy it, the aspect of it. Next is what type of mode are we wanting? Are we going to want easy? Are we going to want hard? Or are we going to want normal? Many servers really depends on where you want to direct. I stay with easy, but I set mine servers to personally easy, but then I can go modify the game mode. So let's say if I like aspects of normal where it has bullet drop and easy doesn't, I can go add bullet drop to easy, but I can keep everything else. So it's wherever you guys base of what you guys want to advertise. In this case, I'm just going to do mode space easy. If you guys want hard, you guys do hard there. If you guys want like normal, you guys do that. Let's do easy. Down to the next line. Now this is where we're going to want to declare, is it going to be PvE or PvP? In this case, what we're going to want to do by default is just going to be PvP. So you guys can totally skip this line if you guys want to be a minimalist and have less lines. In this case, I really want the server to be PvE. I like making it look nice. That works. I believe that works too. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, you definitely can. Now let's say you guys want to set you guys self as owner of your server. To do that, that's not that difficult. So the first step you guys are going to want to do is let's head over and to type owner space and leave it as that. From there, what we're going to want to do is let's head over to Steam. Once Steam is open, let's head over to hover over our name and click on profile. After this, we can right click anywhere and we can click on copy page URL. From there, we can really do that to any person's URL. So if let's do Rose from to our games, we can do that. We can right click and copy page URL, and that can be able to copy his thing. And in this case, let's just do ours. Let's do ours again. You can do it over here. You can do it over here. You can do it right there. Whatever you guys want to. That's totally your guys' choice. Now let's minimize that. And now let's head over to our browser, open a new tab, and search up steam.io, steamid.io/lookup. And now we're going to right click, and then we're going to go ahead and paste. We're going to paste. It's going to look like this. In this case, it may not say, obviously it's not going to say LYHME for you. It's going to say something different if you have a custom URL. Right there, we're going to go click on lookup. And now this is where we have, this is called a Steam ID. This is called Steam ID 3, Steam ID 64. And in this case, we want the Steam ID 64. That's how Unturned uses the most. That's how Rocket permissions is going to use. That's how OpenMod permissions are going to be used. We don't use like this. This is more of like something for, I believe, Gary's mod and Counter-Strike uses it. But in this case, Unturned uses Steam ID 64. We can click over here and click on copy. From there, we can go back to this page and then right click and then paste it. So then now we're going to be set ourselves as owner, and this will allow us to be able to have the lovely hammer by our name and the player list. From there, what we're going to want to do is now let's go to, let's say our server gets really popular and we're going to want like a queue system. And to do that, what we can do is do queue underscore size space whatever we want. We can do 24, we can do 6, we can do 12, whatever you guys want to do. In this case, I'm just going to do 12. To give you guys a further understanding, I like being able to go in and if I want my admins hidden, in which you can create a permission group for admins, or you can give them core admin, which I call. And that allows them to get any permission possible. That's what you have right here. And to give that out, you just do /admin space their name, and they'll be able to have that. So are you wanting them hidden, like where they just look like a regular player, and to be able to help catch those cheaters? To do that, what you can do, you hide underscore admins. From there, they'll just look like a regular player. From there, I'm going to leave it as that. I'm going to leave a link down in the description down below where you can go and to be able to go check out more options that are available. There's so many different possibilities with that. I hope this is a basic tutorial. You can go ahead, start your server, and it's going to have these settings. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Catch you guys later.